Mozzie Drive is an educational card game which aims to explain how gene drive technology could be used as a potential tool to help reduce malaria transmission. This game was designed by Dr. Katie Willis and Dr. Ace North from the Target Malaria modeling team. The game demonstrates how gene drive technology could be used to reduce populations of malaria mosquitoes. Each player's hand represents a population of mosquitoes. Migration represents the movement of mosquitoes between populations, either by flight or hitching a lift in a car. Can you think of other ways mosquitoes move around? A gene drive release represents the deliberate addition of gene drive mosquitoes into a wild-type mosquito population to help reduce malaria. Wild-type mosquitoes are regular Anopheles mosquitoes. Gene drive mosquitoes have been genetically modified with the gene drive technology. Resistant mosquitoes are wild-type, except that when they mate with gene drive mosquitoes, the modification is not always inherited. These mosquitoes are thought to be rare, but may exist in large populations. Gene drive is a naturally occurring genetic phenomenon that biases inheritance, causing a selected trait to spread rapidly through a species via sexual reproduction. Normally, genes have a 50-50 chance of being inherited. Gene drive systems increase that chance of upwards of 99%. Target Malaria is investigating using gene drive to reduce the population of Anopheles mosquitoes. To set up the game, start by separating the wild type, gene drive, and resistant mosquito cards. Shuffle a deck containing the following cards. If you would like to play a quicker game, you can reduce the number of wild-type mosquito cards, or while there is an equal number of cards for each player. Deal the deck evenly between the players. Place the gene drive mosquito cards in a pile. You will come back to these later. Players take turns by going clockwise around the table. Each turn consists of an optional migration, followed by either mating or gene drive release. The aim of the game is to get rid of all mosquitoes in your hand. The last player to have been bitten by a mosquito goes first. Now that you all have your mosquito colonies in your hand, the objective is to get rid of your cards. The player whose turn it is decides whether they want to do a migration. This step is optional. To do a migration, the person whose turn it is nominates another player. Both players pick a card at random from each other's hand and add it to their own hand, without revealing the card identities. Next, the player chooses between either gene drive release or mating. For gene drive release, take one gene drive mosquito from the leftover cards and add it to your hand. For mating, another player picks two cards at random from your hand and reveals them to the table. If the player picks two gene drive mosquitoes, you can discard both cards. If the player picks a gene drive mosquito and a wild type mosquito, replace the wild-type mosquito with a gene drive mosquito from the leftover cards and return to your hand. If the player picks a resistant mosquito with a gene drive mosquito or a wild-type mosquito, return both cards to your hand. You cannot discard either, as the mosquito offspring are resistant to gene drive. The game is won by the first player to run out of mosquitoes. If you only have one card, you will need to do a gene drive release and hope to win on your next turn.